Hello everyone, welcome to episode 257 of the Building in Public series. Today is our Friday update, and we've got a pretty cool update for you guys today because we actually have some content to show you. We've gone through the process from start to finish of designing two templates, and yeah, we just wanted to talk about that today and show you the process. Uh, to be honest, in hindsight, after actually recording all the content and everything and having a conversation with a client, I probably should have gone about the approach a bit differently because I sent the client over the template kits that I was looking at this morning, and they actually picked out a template that we hadn't actually designed yet. So that the plan was I was going to design, I think, 8 template kits, but because I got into like a design rut, if you will, I wanted to basically prioritize quality of quantity. And I only actually ended up designing 2 templates, but obviously after having a phone call and clearing everything up, it made things a lot clearer. So you'll be seeing a lot more content around that probably next week because this weekend we're quite busy with the kitchen and stuff. So yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get into today's episode and let's talk about it. So this episode is us essentially designing for a client of ours called Towie Eye Care. And effectively, what we're doing here, start to finish, is we're using a tool that we used to use in the past called Envato Elements. And basically, what we're doing here is we're getting a list of a few template kits that we like the look of. I believe there was maybe 8 or 10 in total that we went through, and we decided on, I believe, 8 finally. And then, yeah, basically after going through everything, we were like, okay, cool, let's start designing it. And what you're seeing here right now is us saving the templates and going through that process. Now, again, I will say Envato Elements is good for the whole design and templating process because you get an idea of what a good professional website could look like. Now, obviously, I'm not the type of guy to sit there and just have the template kit and that's it. I don't like doing that. I like having my own spin on it. And that's what you're probably going to see in this episode because um, there's a bunch of template kits that look really nice, but they don't have the color scheme that the client was looking for. And this is a good example of what you'll see here when we upload everything. But what I'll do, me just zoom past all the importing stuff because that's not important, and then we'll go through here. So you'll notice when we import all this and everything, the color schemes look a bit off, buttons look a bit off and everything like that. And that's what you see us build out is the whole, using the right color schemes, putting the logos in correctly and everything like that. And I think it's a pretty cool process, from start to finish to showcase that. And it's a little bit weird I haven't been showing more of that recently because obviously this is what we've been busy doing. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me think. Have I got anything else to report to you guys at the moment? Yes, I have. So, if you guys remember, this is just a bit off topic, so ignore this for now. Yeah, if you guys remember, we were having an issue with rank tracking, and for whatever reason, rank tracking wasn't tracking for a good few days. I think like 6 or 7 days. That's been fixed now. So we can actually track keywords and everything, which is awesome. So I'll be giving clients a bunch of updates on that next week. To be honest, it's been a very, very busy week this week. It's just been manic from start to finish. But we still got to crack on. We still got a bunch of things to do on the weekend as well. So yeah, hopefully I can get some more content for that. But yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying at the start. So obviously you can see here we've imported a template kit and we're putting our own spin on it. The only issue I will say about these template kits is that you have to always import the kit styles to have the perfect approach to the template kits. Now I don't like doing that, and that just kind of makes my life a little bit harder when it comes to actually templating stuff. But obviously, you can see here how we get around it. We import it. We obviously wait for it to import, and then we install it normally. But what we're doing here is actually a pretty interesting approach. We're importing the template kits, and then we're using the images from those other kits to actually, use them on the site and stuff. And yeah, honestly, overall, pretty cool process, I think, from start to finish. We've got a lot of cool images we can use here to like really bring that to life, and that's what you see here, right? We're going through the process, importing it and everything, and it just looks better. Now obviously we're using ChatGPT here to come up with some cool, headings and everything, and I think I've got to be honest, in terms of the first two templates, the client did go with template two, but I think, I don't know why, this has a really cool spot in my heart for design. I think just because of the colors and stuff. It's really unique and it's really cool. But yeah, honestly, guys, not much else to report today other than that. Obviously, I don't want to bore you guys with too much more content, but yeah, that's pretty much everything from me around this. I hope you're all keeping well. I hope you're all keeping all right, and I'll see you tomorrow for episode 258. Cheers, guys. Bye for now.